The Executive Director of Child Rights International, Brighter Peer, has questioned the appeal by the Attorney General's Department challenging the ruling by the High Court compelling the school to admit the two Rastafarian students. He argues the two students are being denied their right to education as enshrined in the Constitution, and they are ready to go all length to bring closure to this matter.
In May, the Human Rights Division of the Accra High Court, presided over by Justice Achimota-AG Ado, ruled that the fundamental human rights of the two Rastafarian students cannot be limited. But Achimota School, through its Board of Governors, argued that the High Court erred by indicating that the rules and regulations of the school with regard to ensuring uniformity in appearance is unlawful and interferes with one's religious rights. Hence, they sought to appeal the ruling. Minister of Education Yao Edichum on Good Evening Ghana emphasized that the school is not clothed with the power to unilaterally decide to appeal the ruling, and was counting on the Department of the Attorney General for a finality of the matter.
He's the one that should say, Minister for Education, let's sit down. Where do we go from here? So nobody can preempt us. Everything that we need to do will be done. So Achimota Board, chill.
The AG's department has filed an appeal insisting that the judge erred in her ruling, and further goes on to argue that the decision by Achimota School does not interfere with the right to education of the boys. Executive Director of Child Rights International, Brighter Peer, reacting to the appeal, says the development seeks to deny the two students their right to education and are ready to fight for the students.
If the state is doing all the investment to ensure that there's a projection for the future of these children, then again the state is going back to court, to deny, a position that has already been taken by the court with respect to the right of children. That sometimes makes me confused as to what is the position of the state in respect to what is in the best interest of children. And if we have to go to all it to have a full understanding or what it means when we talk about the right to education and how to enforce the right of children, we will do that.
He further indicated that the students have been oriented psychologically as they await outcomes, assuring that their education will not be jeopardized in the process.
We don't want a situation where this appeal would affect his academic work. So he should rest assured that the lawyers will handle this case. So we have oriented his mind to focus on his academic work.
Meanwhile, a lawyer for one of the Rastafarian students in the Achimota school case says they are ready to battle the Attorney General and the school in its appeal to reverse a High Court ruling that the two Rastafarian students, Oheneba Nkrabea and Tyrone Magai, be admitted, although his client, Oheneba Nkrabea, just so you know, he's moved to the Ghana International School, GIS, on a full scholarship program. Wayo Ganamanti admits that that appeal will still go on. George Quenin has more.
Lawyer for one of the students, Wayo Ganamanti, admitted that he's not surprised by the appeal, adding that he and his client are ready to battle it out with the Attorney General and Achimota School in court.
It's not a surprise at all, because the very moment the ruling was given, a day or two, we knew what transpired. The whole country heard that the Board of Directors of Achimota School intend to file an appeal. It wouldn't be a problem if the appeal is looked at, so that a court higher than the High Court will determine the matter, and then it becomes a deeper law in respect of the right of children or the right of minorities in this country.
A parent, Rasen Nkrabea, whose son is now at the Ghana International School on a full scholarship, says he's more focused on the stability of his son's education.
I'm looking forward to my son settled in GIS and to have him be peaceful and quiet there and focus on his education there. Let them go to court and do what they have to do. The lawyer, Wayo Ganamanti, is taking care of that issue, and I think, if we need further information, we can get in touch with him.
We asked why he pursued the matter when he could have taken his son to another school.
The opportunity to send them to a good school wasn't there because it requires a certain amount of funding and all of that wasn't there. So that is why we didn't do it at that particular time. Furthermore, it was necessary at that time to actually, address the legality of it. and hopefully Tyrone also will no longer be there from my understanding.